Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Greenhouse Ensemble's 10th episode of our quarantine soiree on Zoom. I'm your host, Reanna Armellino, and I'm streaming from the Upper West Side of Manhattan. 10 episodes. This feels like a big deal to me. We're in double digits now. Last summer, Hazen's nephew turned 10, and I kept saying to him, "You're in double digits now. You're no longer in single digits. This is a new phase for you." And that's kind of how I feel about us now. Our 10th episode feels like a big deal. So thank you. And I want to thank all of the artists and all of our audience members who have made this possible so far. And it's spooky season. I don't know what you guys are doing to celebrate, but we've been watching a lot of horror films. Well, actually, they're not horror films because I'm a huge baby and I'm very scared. So they're more like thrillers / mildly scary films. I can recommend to you guys The Witch. It's a film from 2015 and it was really spectacular. It was scary, but it didn't give me nightmares. I really enjoyed it. So I would love to ask you guys if anyone has any recommendations for me of other films that I can watch that aren't too scary, but will definitely get me in the mood for the season. I would love for you to leave it in the comments section. Tonight, we're sharing The Blue Album by Scott Mullen. Yes, I told you, another Scott Mullen play. This one is directed by Burak Tatar, and it features Amy Finkbeiner, Alejandro Fumero Gil, and Edward Fee. If you would like to contribute to any of the artists tonight, you can do so in two easy ways. The first is to go to our website, www.greenhouseensemble.com/support us. There, you'll be able to make a tax-deductible donation to all of the artists here. Or you can just simply Venmo us. It's at Greenhouse Ensemble. And now, without further ado, we give you The Blue Album by Scott Mullen.
Do I have to say something, invoke some ritual?
Man, you're not trying to tell the future here. You're just looking for some inspiration. Pick a card.
The Fool. Grace.
Oh, that's a great card. It means new beginnings, optimism, trust in life.
New beginnings, huh? I like that because this is new beginnings, opening new doors, trying new things.
There you go. That's a song. Watch. I'm opening your door in my world, in my mind.
There's something there.
See, there you go. Now you try it. Sing it. Come on.
Yeah. I'm opening doors in my world, in my mind. That's a song. I'm going to write that down. Woo! All right. Opening doors, world, mind. Oh, I got more. Play.
All right.
Opening doors, stepping out into the sun, into the shine. Ooh, that rhymes, right? Mind and shine.
Killer. Yeah.
What are you doing out here in the garage?
Mary, this is Vineyard. Vineyard, my wife, Mary.
Hola.
What are you doing?
I've decided to become a singer-songwriter.
What?
I'm going to write and record a musical album about my life. Songs that summarize all the major moments, the good, the bad, the happy and sad. That rhymes.
You're killing it. Yep.
You're not a singer.
I love to sing.
But you're not a singer and you don't know how to write music. How are you going to write songs?
Vineyard. That's why I hired Vineyard.
Yes, you did.
We're using tarot cards to inspire ourselves. The Hermit.
Ooh. Meditation. Solitude. Consciousness.
Yes, play.
Huh?
I'm alone, but I'm pondering consciousness.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Quality takes time.
It is true.
There's a learning curve, a lot of trial and error. They say it takes 10,000 hours to master something.
10,000 hours.
This is hour one.
Tell me you aren't paying for this.
$5,000.
Just for the first month.
Bob,
Plus an endless supplies of M&Ms, which is nature's perfect food.
$5,000.
Oh.
I can afford this.
That's not the point.
That includes production time too. Vineyard has a recording studio.
That is true. It's in my mom's basement. It's almost completely soundproof.
I will have to pay for the actual pressing of the album.
Album?
Of course. CDs are dead. Nobody really likes streaming. There's nothing you can hold in your hand. It's all about vinyl.
Vinyl is forever. It's true.
You can hold the record in your hand. You can look at the album. Picture this face. Bob Wolski. The Blue Album.
The Blue Album.
Yes, the Blue Album.
Why?
Because I like the color blue.
That suggests it's sad.
Parts of my life might be. Music is truth.
Your life was never sad.
Mary.
Name 3 deeply sad moments in your life.
Well, when my cat Muffin died, I loved that cat.
You backed over him with the car.
Well, that made it even more sad.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Fine. That's 1. Name another.
Not having children?
You didn't want to have children.
You didn't want to have children. I was just trying to make you happy.
You would have been a terrible father.
Whoa. Yo.
What are you writing?
This is a song.
Totally. Yeah.
This is not a song.
Shh.
Stop writing.
You made me realize something, Mary.
What's that?
You're a much better inspiration than tarot cards.
Tell me what it says.
I don't think you care what it says. Vineyard cares.
I do. Baby mama, Uncle Rhyme, yeah.
Okay, this is ridiculous. You know you didn't want kids. Fine. That's 2 deeply sad moments in your life, supposedly. What's the 3rd?
How come you didn't let me do the commercial?
What?
I want to do a commercial in the store where I sang the jingle and you refused point blank.
I did. It's ridiculous.
All my life, I've let people say no to me. When I was 12, all I wanted for Christmas was a guitar and some leather pants. It didn't have to be a fancy guitar. I would have taken anything.
And your parents said no? Good for them.
All my father bought me was a suit, not even a cool suit. And then he took me down to his mattress store and he told me this was my legacy. And it was for the next, since that day, I haven't been the leather pants rock god I dreamed of. I've been suit wearing mattress guy, but not anymore.
Mattresses bought this house.
Mattresses are boring. The customer wanders around, lies on the mattress, and buys one. Since I was 18, I've put in 60 hours a week selling mattresses, but not anymore. Now I'm going to be putting in 60 hours learning music, writing music. Finger's going to teach me how to play the guitar.
Totally.
60 hours a week is 3,000 hours a year. So I'll hit 10,000 hours in a little over 3 years. And that's my dream.
And who's going to run the store while you're playing music 60 hours a week?
Phil can do it.
Phil's an idiot.
It's a mattress store.
And you're going to be here in the garage playing music 60 hours a week.
Yes.
With this idiot.
Oh, not cool.
Vineyard's no Bob Dylan, but Vineyard's going to keep me honest. Vineyard's going to make sure I play my ass off 60 hours a week.
No.
I'm not accepting no.
At least you aren't wearing leather pants.
I ordered them from Amazon.
Now. This wasn't the deal. The deal was...
You're rich. We can afford this.
The deal was you go off to work. I don't want you around the house all day making noise. This is my time. What's going to happen when my friends come over?
They can listen?
No, this is not the deal.
This is what I want. Look, I know music. I know it looks foolish. I know I'm not very good at it, but I'm going to get better. And I'm happy just sitting here faking my way through hour 1. I can't wait till hour 100, hour 1000. You know, just the thought of that makes me happy. What makes you happy, Mary? What is it you want?
I want things like they were. I want you to go back to work right now. We'll talk about this tonight.
No.
No.
Play.
No singing.
I was in the bedroom the other night and I found a cufflink, but it wasn't my cufflink. So I set up a hidden camera. Want me to go on?
No.
My whole life I've spent sacrificing for other people, thinking about what they want, not about me. But not anymore. This is who I am now. I'm not going back to the store. You need to decide what you want.
Not this.
You can stay, but things need to change.
Oh, they do.
Yes.
I'll be at my sister's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think she's coming back?
I don't know.
Do you want her to?
This is a song.
Totally, man. This is definitely a song.
Play.
Huh.
Oh.
And wonderful guitar playing. So both of you guys play?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome.
He's my teacher.
I tried learning guitar and I couldn't get over the finger pain. Was too much for me, and I couldn't change chords fast enough, and I just gave up.
A lot of people have. Yeah, it's not easy. I get it. It takes there's like a makeup. It's like 6 months, and then
yeah. You got to get the calluses, and then I was like, that's gonna look ugly, and I. Anyway, Burak, turn your camera on. Let us see you for our little chat here. Hey.
Hi there.
Wonderful work, guys. Thank you. So I've got my question all prepared for you. So one of Bob's lines was, he says that his entire life he just has been told no, and he kind of accepts it. And I found that the person who says no to us the most often is ourselves. So I was kind of wondering if there's something that you've always said no to yourself about that has changed now during the pandemic, when we've been spending so much more time with ourselves.
Yeah, that's a great question, Reanna. I during the pandemic, it's amazing, but I was actually, and it was interesting. I was actually on disability with my job, so I was actually busier, like taking acting classes and doing yoga every day. Yoga with Cassandra, I was doing that 10 minutes a day. So I found that. But the thing that I think holds people back the most is not trying. I think that's the worst thing, not trying, because that guarantees that you're not going to get anywhere and stuff. So I think it's important to give it a shot and risk. You got to put yourself out there sometimes, but I'm willing to do that. But yeah. So I think we say no to ourselves. I definitely agree with that. We limit ourselves. So thank you.
We do. And I think that's great advice. We have to really let ourselves take risks. And I think that's something that we're all kind of scared to do. But now's the time to do it. I mean, 2020, now's the time to take the risk, How about someone else? What do you guys think?
Go for it, Ale.
Me?
Yeah.
I think I agree with you with when you say that the person that we say no the most is ourselves. So I guess that's what kind of changed for me during the quarantine. I'm not wasting a lot of time with like bullshit that I don't want to like deal with. I just try to be as authentic as I can to myself, I guess. But it takes work. That's a lot of work, actually. As a matter of fact, it doesn't come naturally, especially the way we grow up or whatever. So I guess I'm connecting to myself again. That's the big. I'm changing the no to a yes, I guess.
Yeah, that's great. And it's true. It does take a lot of work. I mean, it's not something that I think comes naturally to a lot of us. There's a lot of fear that comes with just saying yes,
Yeah, I think also the fact that everything stopped for a second, it gave us the opportunity to actually give it a thought to the things that there's a lot of autopilot going on 90% of our time. So, that puts things into perspective.
What do you think, Amy?
Well, I so rarely deny myself anything, but
for you.
Actually, I mean, first of all, I felt blessed to actually have a safe place to live and be able to sit and think about this stuff during the whole quarantine. But, it as terrible as it all was, I guess I would have to say I had it fairly easy compared to a lot of people. And so that gives you the leisure time to think about what really matters. And like Ali said, I loved that we just stopped, because I was working like 50 and 60 hours a week up to that point. And I stopped and just had the time to sit and think about, like, why am I killing myself at a job? I mean, obviously money does make the world go around. It would be nice if it didn't, but it does. But I realized, like, no, I'm going to just, really stop doing that and take more time out for my art and other people's art, and a lot of protesting, which was good. I just kind of recommitted to the things that matter the most to me in my life. And I guess if I hadn't had a chance to step back and slow down, I would probably just be working a 60-hour week right now. And I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be doing this, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, that's
so I'm grateful for that. Very grateful.
Yeah, that's wonderful. A lot of us are really grateful because we've had the opportunity to kind of, have the means to be able to kind of step back and take care of ourselves during this time. So it's great that you've taken advantage of it and kind of found that silver lining.
Yeah.
Burak, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm just going to continue from what you were saying. I think this is a bitter truth. Unfortunately, something like this kind of pandemic had to happen for everyone to sit down and, just see what am I doing with my life, right? And a lot of people realize that, they actually have hobbies and things that they actually love, and their work doesn't really satisfy their let's say soul, right? Their mind and soul. I think it was an awakening, I would say. And Bob is a good example. There are majority of people in the world are Bobs. Mm-hmm. They do things they don't want and do it because that's how the world, goes around. And we forget the idea that if we collectively make a decision and make a move, we can actually change the way things are going. So I hope we won't need another pandemic for us to change our behavior, habits, and how we see and view the world. And I hope we'll be more active. I hope we won't give up after the election. Hopefully Trump is going to lose, but I hope, my friends are not going to stop, following politics after, Biden become a president, because we saw that pre-Trump. So I guess this plate in that sense is a good example showing that as we, the people, have to make choices based on what we want, what we love, and then commit to it and then do an action. So I hope Bob goes on and makes his album, comes out with Blue Album, and then let's leave it there.
You bring up a good point, though. Hopefully that everything that we've all learned during this pandemic period is we continue those lessons on even after life starts to get a little bit easier, because when life starts to get easy, it's really easy to just sit back and be comfortable. So I think that's a good point, Burak. Well, thank you guys for being part of this 10th episode, and our audience, thank you for watching our 10th episode. It's very exciting for me. And tune in next week for our 11th episode of the Quarantine Soiree, where we'll be sharing The Defenders of the Tender Gender Bender by Rich Orloff. Have a great night, everybody.
Bob sold mattresses 60 hours a day, but he said, no more. Then one day he hired Vineyard and he decided to become a singer-songwriter. And then he's gonna write the Blue Album. Just some songs that summarize all the major moments in his life, the good and the bad, and the happy and sad. Keep playing.
They'll keep going if we don't stop them. Good job.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, this was a great song.